Hey guys, Jose here. I just want to make a quick video here about transition in triathlon. I know for many of you it's going to be your first sprint, first Olympic race, or even some 70.3 Ironman, it's going to be the same logistics. And I wish I knew that when I did my first triathlon, and I was kind of lost. And this will help you to guide you what to do and how to set up your transition. First of all, let's assume that you'll be already wearing your tri-suit. It's a suit that you're going to use for the swimming and for the bike and the run. Also, you'll be wearing already your swimming cap, so it's the first discipline, and goggles, some earplugs sometimes. Some cases you use a skin suit on top of your tri-suit. Some cases you use a wetsuit. So you use also the tri-suit under, and then you put whatever the conditions are. Second, you're gonna set up your transition. There's gonna be a bar with numbers, and you have a number already assigned to you that you're gonna put in your helmet, in the front, on the side. And also, it's gonna be on your bike, on your seat post. Also, it's gonna be a number there. And you're gonna look for that number and the rail. That's where you're gonna place your bike. You're gonna place your bike hanging by the seat and the front wheel touching the floor. You will see bikes there already. Each bike is gonna be like a zigzag. So you see one bike placing this way, you're gonna place your bike the opposite way. And the front wheel, you're gonna place you can place a towel, a mat. You don't have to, but it's gonna be recommended because sometimes there's grass and you're gonna get muddy and messed up. So when you get there, you place your mat, let's say, and the first discipline you're gonna do right after the swim is gonna be the bike. So you're gonna have the bike shoes handy if you don't know how to put your shoes in the bike already. Of course, it's gonna be your first triathlon, you don't know how to do it, and I will recommend it. Some of us that already doing a few, we do. But for you, use the shoes and the mat. And the second discipline will be the running. So for running, you need also your running shoes, your racing bead with a belt, running belt, and glasses and hat if you need it. Your nutrition can be gels, depends on the distance. And I would recommend, if it's a hot race, frozen bottle of water that you leave in transition. By the time you get to a run, it's going to be nice and cold. So let's go through this. You see you have your number in the seat post. I put them on the side, but it should be in here, and both sides. And also in your helmet. You have it in your helmet, the front, both sides. Your helmet is good to leave it open and nice and ready. So as soon as you come out of the water, run, you drop off your goggles and your cap in here. Put your helmet first, then put your shoes, grab your bike, and take off. When you grab your shoes, your helmet, and your bike, your nutrition for your bike should be already on your bike. Either you have a bottle there, a bottle on the side, on the seat post, anywhere. So you grab it and you're gonna run with your bike. You don't wanna jump on top of your bike right away. And you're gonna pass the arch, get in a transition, and it's gonna be a line or a post or somewhere they say mount here. That's where you're gonna mount your bike and then take off. When you're coming back from the bicycle, it depends on your distance, you will see the same line saying dismount here. You're gonna stop there, you dismount your bike, and you're gonna run with your bike and your helmet still on. Don't take your helmet off. All the way to the same position where you took your bike off, which is the rail with the number. And I recommend to get a landmark because you're gonna get tired and disoriented. So you have a landmark so where you can identify where you're at. It's gonna be, you're not gonna lose too much time. So you put your bike, take off your helmet, put it back on the bike, take off your shoes, then you're gonna grab your running belt. If it's already like that, it's easy. You're just gonna strap it on like that, get your running shoes, grab your cap, your glasses, and take off running. Running, everything here is gonna stay here. You take off running, there's gonna be an arch. Once you pass the arch, it's when you're gonna start counting your time for the run. And if you use a watch for the triathlon, which I recommend, you wanna set it up for triathlon, or if those have the options, you can use each app independently. But if you have the triathlon setup, you're gonna start it when you're swimming, and you're gonna lap when you finish swimming, to go into transition. Get the bike. When you mount your bike, you click it again to start the bike. When you come back for the bike, you dismount, you click again to start transition 2. And then when you take off running and you pass the arch, that's when you click again to start running. And by the time you finish, you click you on. And this is a simple explanation that help you out, how to more or less organize yourself. It's very simple. You don't need too much stuff or setup, especially for a sprint. An Olympic, you might need a couple more gels or another bottle of water if you need to, the water stations. On the bike, maybe an extra bottle of water because you want to ride longer. For a 70.3, of course, you're going to need at least 3-4 bottles of water on your bike and probably an extra gels when you run. So depends on the distance, it's going to be your setup. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Hopefully you have an amazing race.